Hi there, I am Victor Irving Jenkins of Crave the Spotlight Media Marketing. Anyone that knows me can tell you that I'm really into the idea of mindset and mindset development. Because in my guesstimation, your mindset determines your life, and we all want to have a great life, don't we? Today, I want to briefly share with you about the idea of becoming an influencer and what that means. You see, it is undeniable that we as humans all are influenced by one another. You hear people say that nobody tells them what to do, they don't care what others think, and that sort of thing. Well, the truth is, we are all influenced by one another. That is easily demonstrated by examining this phenomenon that they call social media. The person that says, I don't care what others think, is probably the person that's most influenceable, if you get what I mean. So if we as human beings are always influenced or influencing, which would you rather be? I would rather be the person doing the influencing. Once you get to a certain stage in your development, once you get your mindset to where you think is a great place, the most natural thing in the world that you want to do is to become an influencer. And if you do want to become an influencer, you have to examine a couple of things. I was once told that I was a leader, and when people tell you that you are a leader, chances are you are the influencer rather than the influencee. And if people do tell you that you're a leader, there's a quick way that I like to take the temperature just to see if you really are a leader. So if you've been called a leader and you look behind you and you see no one following you, you're not really a leader, you're just out taking a walk. And that's okay, because everybody can't be a leader. What are you? Are you an influencer or an influencee? That way that I just told you was only one way to tell if you are an influencee or an influencer. The proof positive way that I use to tell is you have to look at yourself and examine yourself and see if you are a person who gets twisted out of sorts on a regular basis. If you find your emotional state go up, down, back and forth, chances are you are still in the influencee stage. And if you want to be an influencer, which I recommend that you choose to be an influencer, because being an influencer gives you more control of your life, then you've got to figure out a way to gain control of your emotions. You hear people tell you about gaining control of your emotions all the time, and it's a pretty simple thing to do once you decide that it is important. You would be amazed at how much power you have once you start embracing this idea of developing your mindset. So the first thing is develop your mindset and then decide to be an influencer. Now I want to put it to you that you don't need to influence anyone to do bad things. You don't need to influence anyone to make bad decisions. Because like weeds, bad influence is ubiquitous. Any place you turn around, there's someone that's influencing someone else in a bad way. So once you decide to be an influencer, what you are doing now is you are influencing on purpose instead of what I call influencing by osmosis. That is, you're doing some things and you're influencing some people, but you don't really know that you're doing it. So the first thing that we want to talk about is you cannot absolutely allow your emotions to run you up and down, to run roughshod over you. You have got to take control over your emotions. One way to take control over your emotions is to control the things that you say. The things that you say can be controlled by what? By your mindset. So you have got to constantly take control of your mind and make sure that the things that go in there are the sort of things that you're going to use to develop your, shall we say, your influence quotient. People talk about how a closed mind doesn't operate all that well. Well, in my guesstimation, there are no closed minds. There are only open minds. And because they're open minds, things slip into there all the time. Things sneak into your mind and they stay there and they take up residence all the time. So if you choose to be an influencer, if you want to be a better influencer, but you find yourself being twisted up and down, round and round by your emotions, take heart. because there's an answer for you. There's something that you can do. Would you like to know what that something is? You just simply decide. You just simply say, hey, I'm an influencer. Hey, I'm going to guard what comes out of my mouth. I'm going to only say edifying things. And I'm going to make sure that those edifying things are heard by others. Think it's difficult? You think it's hard to make a decision that way? Let me tell you a short story. We've all heard people getting divorced in the past, haven't we? And sometimes those people are at loggerheads trying to figure out how to manage the dissolution of property, how to figure out the specifics of the divorce. And he wants his way, she wants her way. Neither one of them are willing to budge, are they? Neither one. But then what happens? They go to court. Now they go to court and there's a judge in court. The judge doesn't know either of them, doesn't care about either of them, but he listens to all the information and then the judge makes a decision. Now whether he likes it, whether she likes it, whether nobody likes it, you know what happens after the judge makes his decision? Both people go, oh, okay, that's what the judge says. Now you would think that was difficult to do. I certainly would think that was difficult to do since I've never had the experience, but you can change your mind just that quickly. So I urge you, choose to become an influencer. Choose to become a person that makes a difference in the lives of others. Once you choose to become an influencer, everything is elevated. You're a different person. The people around you become different. And instead of being influenced by your surroundings into complaining about your surroundings, you can be a person that's influencing your surroundings. You want to know more about how to make this decision? Hey, contact me. I am Victor Irving Jenkins, Create the Spotlight, professional speaker, the guy who teaches mindset development and how to reframe your world. If you enjoyed this, please pass it to your friends. Next week's blog will be something different. I look forward to talking with you then. Bye for now.